Hi, welcome back to class. I'm Allison. Thanks you guys for coming in today. And we are doing a mood lifting class today. It's going to be a shortened version of our regular mood lifting class. So for those of you who have been in that before, then you know what's in store. A lot of today's class is going to be on the floor or on our mat. Don't need quite as many things as what we've needed in the past. So your mat, typically in a horizontal position, and 2 blocks. If you're used to using a strap and you prefer to use a strap, then go ahead and grab that or have one close by, just in case that makes that pose a little more comfortable for you. But other than that, we are ready to begin. So today we are going to start out on our back in our supine position. So let's go ahead, bring our knees together and shift around. Coming all the way back, lying down here. Let's just take a moment here, feeling our back on the mat, maybe shifting our hips around a little bit, letting the knees be nice and loose, letting our palms open toward the ceiling. Let's just close our eyes. So we take that nice, long, deep breath in, exhaling. And as always, in this first part of our class, we're setting our intentions for our class. Today's class being mood lifting, we're focusing on things that we can control in our life and letting ourselves be positive in that role. So as we inhale, feeling the chest expand, feeling as much air as we're able to bring into the body. And then as you exhale, feel the shoulders start to melt away into the mat, into the floor. Always feeling like you can move around and shift your body as you need to. And then from here, we're going to slowly start to draw our knees into our chest, just reaching behind your knees, holding on here. And let's just start to rock left and right, moving into that nice massage of our spine on our mat. Still keeping those long, deep inhales. And then slowly walking our hands to our knees. Let's start to circle the knees. So just drawing that circle, guiding with your hands as you maneuver. And then starting to reverse that circle, moving maybe counterclockwise. And then coming back to center here, let's hold. And we're going to move into a side stretch twist. So let's just let the knees fall over to your left, stacking knee over knee, ankle over ankle, keeping our shoulders on the mat. Let's just let the hands drop out to the side. And again, as you take those nice deep breaths in, just start to feel your body relax into your mat. Feel that opening of the chest, that nice minimal stretch across the hip flexor. And then slowly starting to move the knees back to center, giving them a nice hug, maybe drawing the chin up toward the chest. And then releasing the head back down as we drop the knees over to the opposite side. Again, stacking knee over knee. Letting the arms open out to the side. Feeling that nice, full, deep breath. And then coming back to center. And let's go ahead and drop the knees back over to the other side, and we're going to go ahead and rotate the shoulders around with it. Stacking shoulder over shoulder, elbow over elbow. Again, taking that nice deep breath in. And then slowly finding your way, coming all the way back up. We're going to move into child's pose. So just coming onto all fours, bringing the palm of your hands directly under the shoulders. The knees are directly under our hips, drawing the belly in. Let's take the big toes together today, sinking the hips all the way back toward the feet. Let's just let the forehead come down to the mat. And then let the elbows drop and relax all the way down, starting to feel that space open up between our shoulder blades. Feeling that light pressure on the forehead. And then maybe rocking the forehead just a little bit, giving a little massage of our forehead. Finding your way back to center as you inhale. Let's come back into that all fours position as you bring the shoulders back over the palm of the hands, engaging the core, dropping the head down, releasing that stress through the shoulders and the neck. Slowly shifting into your kneeling plank as you bring the shoulders out over the fingertips. That nice long line we always talk about of the crown of the head through the tailbone. That little micro bend in our elbows, and then slowly starting to lower all the way toward the mat. Elbows are shaving our body. As you inhale, coming into your baby cobra, lifting just the shoulders off the mat here. Again, roll the shoulders around, and then just letting them relax all the way down. As you inhale, feel that lengthening from the crown of the head through the toes. Spinal stabilization. Exhaling, release down, nice. As you inhale, finding your way, coming back to all fours, and again, shifting back to our child's pose. So this is our pose, just to remind you that anytime you get a little fatigued during class, taking yourself back here, just to pause and check in with your breath. Also a great opportunity to check back in with those intentions we set at the beginning of our class. Slowing our breath down. And then as you're ready, either staying here in child's pose or taking yourself back up to all fours. Exhaling into that kneeling plank, bringing the shoulders over the palm of the hands, engaging through the core, and then slowly lowering all the way down. Inhale as we come back into baby cobra, just lifting the shoulders, feel them relax down. That lengthening and nice active feeling all the way through the legs, through the toes. And then again, exhale, releasing down. Inhaling, coming back to all fours, sinking back to our child's pose. Taking that nice deep breath in here, and we're going to move through that again as we inhale, back to all fours, exhaling, kneeling plank, and then slowly lowering all the way down. Inhaling, baby cobra, and maybe this time taking it up just a little bit higher. Feeling that lengthening, stretching, engaging of the lower back. And then exhale, releasing all the way down. Inhale back to all fours. And back to our child's pose. Preparing our body for a little longer holds, moving into our warrior poses. Let's come and find our way back to all fours, and then curling our toes under, lifting the hips toward the ceiling as we move into our down dog. So lifting all the way up into that inverted V position, letting the head hang through the arms, letting the shoulders relax out to the side. And this is our first time moving into down dog, so maybe our hamstrings are a little bit tight. So let's start to pedal the heels left and right, just working the heels, just like you would ride that bicycle. Good. Inhaling and exhaling. And then lifting all the way up onto the ball of the feet, taking that micro bend in the knees, letting the head hang. Maybe nodding the head, circling it around, releasing that stress. And then exhaling, again, pressing the heels all the way down. As we start to feel more comfortable in our down dog, we can start to sink into this pose just a little bit deeper. If you get to feeling a little bit too much tension, we can always drop back into our child's pose, knowing that's our place. And then as you're ready, let's go ahead and drop the knees all the way down. We're going to take our right leg and bring it forward into a low lunge. So taking that foot up all the way as high as the hands are on your mat. And this is a place where you can use your block. So we can take that block and bring it to the inside of that right foot and bring our hands to that block. And all the block is doing is just lifting the floor up to meet us. Good. So pressing forward, coming onto the front part of the knee. So if you're feeling some pain right in that kneecap, pulling yourself forward kind of alleviates that. And then pressing that shin into the mat also. So let's lift the chest. Inhaling here and exhaling. Good. And then as you're ready, we're going to step this right foot back and we're going to sink back to our child's pose. We can keep our hands on our block and let the head come all the way down. Feeling that nice stretch all the way through the shoulders, through the arms. Exhale, coming back to all fours. And let's take that opposite leg forward into that low lunge. Again, we want to take that foot up as high as the hands are. We want to make sure that this heel lands all the way on the mat. So if you find when you come forward with this foot and that heel wants to lift up, try scooting it forward. Sometimes it takes a little extra work, a little extra effort of using your hand to move it up there. Whatever it takes to find that place for you, for your pose. So again, lifting the chest, dropping the hips forward. Good. One more deep breath in here and then exhale. Let's come back to all fours. Shifting back to child's pose. As you inhale, let's come back to all fours and into our down dog. So curling the toes under, lifting the hips up into that inverted V position. And take a moment just checking where your feet are. So typically we want them somewhere around shoulder distance apart, but maybe that's a little bit too far apart for you. So maybe you're a little more comfortable bringing them slightly closer, pressing the heels outward, just making those minor adjustments. Small changes can make that position feel just a little bit better for what your goals are today. Holding here through one more deep breath in. And then let's take that right foot forward into low lunge, bringing it up as high as the hands are. So you can drop this opposite knee down and come into a low lunge, walking the hands all the way up. Inhaling the arms overhead, lengthening here, allowing the shoulders to drop back into the sockets, engaging the core. And we can stay here, or we have the option of lifting this the knee on the floor up, curling the toe under and coming into a low lunge. Beautiful. Inhaling again, a nice heart lift, heart opener. Feeling the strength in the lower body. Exhale, let's bring the hands all the way back down to the mat. We can use that block or we can shift that block out in front. And then stepping this foot back, coming into your down dog. Optional child's pose as always, letting the head drop. Relax the shoulders. As you inhale here, let's come back into that low lunge, bringing the opposite leg through. And again, we can drop that knee all the way down, starting out here. Inhaling the arms up. Finding that focus and either staying in this position or the option of lifting that knee and coming into a low lunge. Good. Again, engaging. And exhale, dropping the hands all the way back down. Let's find down dog. Starting to move into our warriors and taking it just a little faster. Let's take that right leg again, bringing it all the way forward into low lunge. This time, let's rotate that back foot to the instep. We want the heel of the right foot to align with the arch of the back foot. So if you have lines on your yoga mat, this is a great place to use them and help that with alignment of your feet. So taking a moment, walking our hands onto that knee. Inhale, sweeping again. So we can stay here in this nice warrior position, or we can take this into a gentle twist by bringing the palms together, drawing them to heart center, rotating the left elbow toward the right thigh, dropping it all the way down. Gazing at the hands, or maybe you're closing your eyes and checking in with your breath. Exhale, release the hands all the way down to the mat. Rotate back to the top of that foot. So that's the only change that I made here once I came to the mat, was just rotating that back toe around. And let's take it into another gentle twist. So taking the outside arm, the hand that's on the outside of that foot, sweeping it up toward the ceiling. Good. And again, we can still keep that left knee on the floor. So optional here, or we can keep it extended, your choice. Let's draw this knee in toward the chest, open the shoulder, gazing upward. If you're taking care of your neck today, then maybe we're gazing at the floor or at the mat. Exhale, releasing that hand all the way down, finding your down dog as you shift back. And again, with that option of child's pose to check in, let the head hang. And as you're ready, let's take that left leg, bring it forward into our low lunge. Rotate that back foot to the instep. Find that alignment of the heel to the arch of the back foot. And once we find that stability, then we walk our hands onto that left knee. Inhale, sweeping that nice big lift of the chest. And then bringing our hands together, drawing them to heart center, rotating the right elbow over the left thigh. So this time we're facing the back of the room. We want to stack our elbows. So we want that elbow on top of elbow, just as when we were on the floor and we were stacking our legs. Keeping that alignment and being mindful of that. Exhale, placing our hands on the mat. Rotating that back foot around so that's on the ball of the foot. And now taking it into that gentle twist as we sweep the outside hand off the floor toward the ceiling. Again, aligning elbow over elbow, shoulder over shoulder. Exhale, releasing that hand all the way down. Let's find down dog as we step back. Dropping that head, let's just shake it out, shifting it around. Relax the shoulders, that space between the shoulder blades opening up. Always the option to sink back to our child's pose here. And then as you're ready, returning to your down dog. So we're going to move through our warrior positions once again. Let's take that right leg and start there, extending it up toward the ceiling if you'd like, drawing that knee all the way through as we land into our low lunge, and then walking the hands onto the knee. Inhale, warrior. A little extra balance here as we hold on the ball of that foot in the back. Palms coming together. Let's take it into that gentle twist as we draw the elbow over the thigh once again. Stacking. And then let's just take that hand, the bottom hand, place it on the floor, extend the top arm toward the ceiling. Exhale, releasing down, finding our down dog. Pausing here to check in. And then taking this to our left side as we extend the leg up and then draw through for that low lunge. Finding stability and coming all the way up. Inhaling here. And then drawing the hands to heart center. That gentle twist as we draw the elbow over the thigh. Stacking. And then placing this right hand on the mat, sweeping the left arm toward the ceiling. Exhale, releasing down. Nice job. Let's go ahead and step back for our down dog. Optional child's pose, bringing the knees all the way down, sinking back, letting that forehead come all the way down. And let's go ahead and just let the elbows relax to the floor here as well. Slowing our breath. And then as you're ready, finding your way back to all fours. If that block is in front, let's just scoot it to the side for a moment. Shifting the shoulders over the palm of the hands, right over the fingertips, making little cups with our hands. And then we're going to slowly start to lower all the way down, releasing to the mat this time. And then we're going to lift up again in that gentle baby cobra. Elbows come in. Exhale, releasing down. Inhale, down dog as we lift all the way up into that inverted V. Through our warrior positions one more time, taking that right leg, extending, drawing it all the way through, finding that stability as we come up into our lunge. Palms coming together, let's find that gentle twist. Holding here, inhale. Exhale, releasing that bottom hand toward the ceiling, extending. And then let's draw this hand all the way back, just like the hand of a clock, following it all the way back down to the mat. Exhale, stepping back for down dog. Sinking those heels, starting to feel some release in the back of the legs. And then let's take that left leg, extend it, drawing it all the way through for low lunge. Inhale, sweeping. Big breath in, and then exhale, releasing. Palms come together, drawing to heart center, bringing that elbow across the thigh. And then opening as we extend that top arm toward the ceiling. Gazing upward. And then we can follow that hand all the way around, just like the arms of a clock face. From here, let's go ahead and take it back to our down dog. Nice sinking breath, letting that head fall, shaking it out, shifting it around. And then from here, let's come to all fours. Well done. So we're going to move into some gentle stretches here as we come around to the front. So facing the front of the room once again. Let's take the feet together in our Baddha Konasana, our butterfly pose. And if this is an uncomfortable position for you, you can always use your block, as you guys know, and just sit on that block. Again, just lifting the hips up. And it just makes it a little bit more comfortable here. So dropping the chin to the chest. We can take that other block and just bring it in front, just giving us that little extra support. So let's take a moment and just grow nice and tall and long. Slowing the breath down. Beautiful. From here, let's just do one more hip opener, taking the feet out towards the corners of your mat. The arms are going to come to the inside of the legs here, and if you want to stay on your block, you can, or you can come off of it if you find it a little difficult. And we're just going to lift here, lengthen, dropping the chin down, and then taking that right arm, sweeping it all the way up. And we're feeling that stretch all the way across the obliques, so we're lengthening through the spine. Exhale, releasing, and let's switch out to the other side. Inhale, lifting. And exhale, release. Nice job. From here, we can take the legs all the way out. One more nice stretch. You guys know this is one of my favorite ones. Taking that block and bringing it out in front. We're just going to place our hands on the block and then just using that block to stretch out. Letting that head fall. Sinking deeper. Starting to press the belly toward the floor. Knees stay pointed up toward the ceiling and toes stay pointed up toward the ceiling as well. So if you want to shift around here a little bit, feel free. Go where you need to go to move into your position. Letting that head hang. That nice deep breath, starting to slow our inhales. And then let's slowly come all the way back up, shifting that block back in towards you. And let's go ahead and just bring the legs back into an easy seated position. So just crossing one leg. An easy seated position is really whatever you find a comfortable seated position. So if it's half lotus, if it's legs just out, if it's just extended, wherever that is. Let's take a moment here. And typically we go all the way down into Savasana, but I'm going to invite you to go into your Savasana at the end of this so that you can take that moment for yourself. So let's just stay here. Drop the shoulders down, shift them around a little bit. Inhaling, finding that intention that we set at the beginning of class. having the wisdom to change the things that you can control. Taking the hands out to the side, let's inhale wisdom. Bringing the palms together as you exhale the hands to heart center, exhaling peace. And namaste. Thank you all.